everybody, it's your boy Chase here, once again coming out with you with another Destiny 2 video. Alright, this is for This Week in Bungie. This week at Bungie, the Guardian games have begun. Hunters, Titans, and in that floaty class, and the floaty classes are facing off against each other in a friendly competition. I'm telling, this is Bungie's own words. We have kicked off the event with a dev insight showing some of us at Bungie our thoughts on who is going to win, quote unquote Bungie. Now, there's some things I want to address here with how I feel about the trials, about trials especially, and how I think it might be, how I think with some of the stuff that they're considering implementing next season should already have been a thing this season, and they, amongst other things. Okay, so here's the community transmission for this week, and by the way, they will be having a conversation with us weekly in all of our feedback. Because the game is in a very bad state right now. There's no denying that. So this is from Bungie. If you're like me, this is from Justin Truman at Bungie. Hi everyone. If you're like me, you're playing a lot more video games now than you did last month. In these uncertain times, we want Destiny to be a satisfying and escape rather than a frustrating grind. There's been a growing list of concerns with the game recently.
We've got a simulation in the forest that is quickly spiraling out of control.
Trials.
Okay, on our way.
Trials has been Trials, the rise of cheaters. The rise of cheaters with our new seasonal model, and the balance between your rewards when you earn them and what you buy. Get back on track here, and then I'll continue reading off what they say. We are also working hard from our homes, trying to address and improve each of these areas for future releases. Nothing in Destiny is easy as flipping a switch, and everything's gotten trickier while working remotely. But Destiny players ourselves, we struggle with the same issues as you do, and we want to fix them as quickly as we can. But fixing these issues isn't good enough. So today we're going to discuss trials and our all-out war against cheaters. Next week we'll be diving into it deep on our seasonal model. We will, and how we plan to improve it in the future, as well as some info on bounties are planned to evolving into the plans on bounties and evolving our plans. So, Trials and Tribulations. A few weeks ago, we talked about some of the issues in Trials. Our goal for Trials is to encourage players to chase seven tickets. Chase seven win tickets. Resetting tickets should not be the most effective way to earn Trials gear. Rewards should show players that the further you progress, the better the payout. Players that have already gone flawless once over a weekend should be encouraged to repeat the experience on passages other than Mercy. To strive to earn more rewards and not sit at the bottom of the cards by picking a fire team, struggling to hit 3 wins or even just win a single match. So what are we doing about it? Problem. Token rewards incentivize players to farm 3 wins and reset their cards. Solution. Season 11, we're planning on creating a token payout milestone and 357 wins that give especially larger chunks of tokens of chunks. Larger chunks of tokens. Bonus passage token should, in theory, should increase the payouts on a flawless run, and it will generate a significant token. Here's my problem with that. That's only going to bring in more cheaters. I'm sorry, Bungie. I'm keeping it real. I like to keep things real with my friends. Will tell you personally that know me. I like to keep things real with people. Sorry, that's going to bring in more cheaters. Let's see. What's the next thing they have to? What's the next solution? Problem. Trials is unrewarding for players stuck at 1 second wins. Create a solid bounty, a weekly bounty. Encourage participation each weekend, not required to win matches. And basically that's and you'll end up with the same gear basically. So, here's my problem with that. It makes trials pointless. It literally does. Everybody gets a medal, huh? We all win. I get it. I get the stance that they're coming from. I get it. I understand. They want to make this free for everyone, but I mean, better for everyone. But at the same time, you got to look at it. This is a game too. All right, that's our for problem trials or feels under. Okay, so the end game activities. Solution: inject masterworking materials from trials. Masterworking materials? That's not good enough. Bungie, I would love to see you inject weapons. Something that actually makes me want to go take that bounty and jump into a trial. Get some old Destiny 1 exotic weapons that can only be found in trials. Make the content a little beefier. Give it more, of a reason for me to go to trials. A reason to put up with that sweat and grind. That's their short-term goals. Apparently, one of the things they're also looking at is also thinking about is reevaluating trials and making it no longer free. My question to you, Bungie, is
and I suspect much of the defense is leading to its
why on earth
I'm blaming you for this.
was trials not
blame
a
whomever
paid activity to begin with?
destroy that mine.
Why wasn't it free to begin with? It's like pretty much for this season, the content is so shallow. One could easily argue that you're saying
That root mine looks right at home when it's
we've paid for
and we did
basically
such a good
what
job
other
killing it
people
the
are
first
getting
time.
for free.
Doing this again will build character.
But then I don't.
Every
But then
battle
again,
is
I
a
have the
learning
seasonal
experience,
pass, so
whether
that's not
you're
a
a
great.
Goldslayer
I shouldn't
or a
really take
neophyte.
that stance.
You sound like Lord Shax.
No. Shax.
But still,
Sounds
Bungie,
like
you need this. You definitely need to step your game up with this, because seriously, man, you need to either give more things to strive for and try and actually make your modes actually give your modes points. I understand what you're trying to do, but if you're gonna create a weekly bounty system, like, just create more. If you're gonna create a bounty system, like, add variety into your bounties. Like, get this set of kills. Get
The root mine has rebuilt
but
the spire entirely, complete
now
with
for their
security
cheaters, they
measures.
do have
Segura and
a
I spent weeks taking it down. Vex
they-
efficiency will be the
they-
death of us all.
they are working with a third party to manage cheaters. But the amount of cheaters they have banned is not enough for the time frame cheaters has been happening. My friend and I actually just got done playing against some cheaters, and that was not an easy match for us to win. was last weekend. But but seriously, you gotta be a little bit more willing to ban your players. But I do like how you're stepping up. You're gonna start banning even if fire team members. But there is a small problem with that. Suppose that you are invited. You don't know who these people are, and you're invited. There is a choice. You have a choice to join, I'm aware. But, however, I have been invited to fire teams just to play with them. And you don't know if they hit without being invited to parties. It's very, 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 you got to take that into consideration as well. If you don't have a mic and you're not in the party, you can't hear what these people are saying. You should at least evaluate the fire teams they're with. But if it's a fuck you attitude, either way I support your decision.
I wasn't here for that. I think I was dead.
Don't be dramatic. You were asleep.
So,
I saw things in the dark. The Traveler was there, and it was so small.
So that's pretty much what I have to say on that front right now. Those are my thoughts on the latest updates. Now, if you guys like this content, or if you guys want to, if you guys would like to, or if you guys like to see more content like this, hit that like button, subscribe, and also don't forget to, and also if you're a warlock, we gotta keep our we gotta push up, man, and hope, until the next time, stay frosty, Guardians, and enjoy some gameplay.
You cut arc power from the spire. Nice work.
And Dendron's not happy about it. Stand by. root mine has been dismantled. What's next? We're putting out fires all over the place today.
We're in the middle of 3 separate simulations.